Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, August 29th. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, topping our news tonight, the Republican candidate for Prince George's County Executive drops out of the race. Jerry Mathis has declined to accept his party's nomination. He was supposed to face off with candidate Angela Alsobrooks, who overwhelmingly won the Democratic primary. Now the question is, will Alsobrooks, who is favored to succeed Rashern Baker, have any competition in the general election? Board of Elections Administrator Alicia Alexander says time is of the essence.
Republican Central Committee has up until September 7th to nominate a new candidate to fill the positions for the party of county executives. We have not seen something like this occur in a very long time. And when I say a very long time, I'm meaning over 15 years.
And if this, is there a possibility somebody could be a write-in candidate or not?
Well, all write-in candidates or anyone who's interested in being a write-in candidate can file for candidacy up until October 2018. So that is always a possibility.
And Mathis is expected to endorse Alsobrooks tomorrow morning. The general election takes place Tuesday, November 6th. Early voting begins on Thursday, October 25th.
Another political story here for you. When it comes to the money that can be spent in the gubernatorial campaign, Governor Larry Hogan has 24 times as much to work with going into the final 10 weeks leading up to the election. Democrat Ben Jealous's campaign has raised $1.1 million in the past 2 months and has $386,000 available to spend. Over the same time period, Hogan took in $2.5 million and has a cash balance of just over $9 million. Jealous and his allies said they plan to begin airing TV ads after Labor Day to rebut the onslaught of negative messaging coming from the Republicans. They believe that turnout, not spending, will determine the winner in the November election. On the other note, Ben Jealous received an endorsement from former Attorney General Eric Holder, who called him a courageous civil rights leader who is needed at this time.
Well, some sad news tonight. You may be familiar, the body of a 12-year-old Baltimore girl who disappeared in the Chesapeake Bay on Tuesday evening has been identified. Now, Kanaya Kenley was swimming at Sandy Point State Park. One of 15 people at a group outing. Maryland Natural Resources Police say she had been in deeper water with a friend when she slipped under shortly after 6:30 p.m. Now, her body was recovered 40 yards from shore around 11 p.m. and was taken to the medical examiner's office. Well, you may be familiar with the storyline of Spike Lee's new movie, BlacKkKlansman. It tells the story of a black police officer who infiltrated the KKK. But did you know that a black Prince George's minister was able to do something similar with a white supremacist group in Maryland? Reverend Perry Smith was able to make inroads with the White Citizens Council in the 1950s. Smith, who led the First Baptist Church of North Brentwood, was a civil rights activist.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
They were the Ku Klux Klan by a different name. They dropped the white, just became Citizens Council. Citizens Council of Prince George's County, as a matter of fact. But they were the same as the Ku Klux Klan. The same intent, the same program, the same thrust was as it was the Klan. And we knew that what they were about. We understood their principles. But we insisted that we need to break up wherever we could. That's a part of what we did across the years in the civil rights struggle. We demonstrated against things were wrong. And that's what we did with joining the Citizens Council. We decided that we needed to do something to infiltrate the group to help understand that this is not the way America ought to be.
The 84-year-old is now retired. Reverend Smith says he plans on seeing the movie BlacKkKlansman.
Well, do you have big plans for Labor Day this weekend? State police want you to know that they do. They will be increasing patrols on 495 in a new campaign called Operation Beltway Blitz. Keisha Butts explains.
Maryland State Police would like drivers to be safe during this Labor Day weekend. State troopers will be increasing visibility along Capitol Beltway 495 as part of its new campaign called Operation Beltway Blitz. This campaign will increase enforcement of speed, seatbelt, and DUI laws. Aggressive driving causes 1 out of every 3 crashes, and there is a drunk driving fatality every 2 days. A team of troopers will conduct traffic stops during this time period. Police would like to remind drivers to never drink and drive. Operation Beltway Blitz begins August 31st through September 1st. For CTV News in Largo, I'm Keisha Butts.
Thank you, Keisha, for that story. Again, police will be increasing patrols, and this campaign extends throughout the state.